Real science news.
Everybody quiet down. Listen to the real science. Go! There you go, folks. You heard it here first.
Did you just joke?
Hello and welcome to the Killer Rabbit Podcast. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. It can be our dirty little secret. Welcome along to Yorkshire's #1 alternative news podcast.
According to
Steve. Steve is Yorkshire's #1 Yorkshire podcast reviewer.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
excellent. Good
Alternative news comedy podcast reviewer.
According to Beryl.
Steve. Who's Beryl?
Beryl is Yorkshire's #1 comedy podcast reviewer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is the podcast where we go through the dirtiest, darkest streets of the internet, lurking round the corners, looking down the ginnels, behind the bins, to find the stinkiest, smelliest, strangest stories we can, to bring them to your very ear holes. And I'm Sam. I'm joined by Mr. Adam Chase.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Hello.
We were a bit drunk on the last one. I was okay.
Yeah,
I'll rephrase
you were a
that.
little
I was a
drunk.
little bit drunk
And
on
we
the last one.
deleted that last one.
Yeah.
The one before that we put out.
Yeah, this was supposed to be episode 7, but episode 6 got a little bit out of hand.
A little bit. You are making this one sound real sleazy, though. It's greasy as fuck, that intro. Just saying.
The seedy, dark, dirty streets of the internet.
Yeah, and then you said something before that. I can't remember what now, but both me and Benson grimaced at each other.
Ear holes.
Well, this
No,
is
it
what
wasn't ear
happens.
holes. It
This
was
is
something
what,
else.
this is what happens when you just open your mouth and things fall out of it. Sometimes the things are
Word vomit.
bad things. Yeah. And it was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, that I said wading through the undergrowth? So I
No,
wanted to,
you didn't say wading.
Oh,
you
what did I
said
say?
swimming through the undergrowth.
Yeah, we
I?
corrected
Because
you.
we asked the question
Benson
of-
corrected
Oh,
you,
you
saying
said
it would
wade,
be
yeah.
better as wading, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
because
Yeah.
you asked the question of, after you'd said it yourself, going, can you swim through undergrowth?
yeah.
And yeah.
Well, there we go. So this week I'm walking down the filth. We're all walking down the filthy streets. I'm not alone in this crazy metaphor. And Benson's here as well. Get me out of this mess, Benson.
Here to save the day
I
once
just
again.
thought you were starting Boulevard of Broken Dreams, me.
I walk these empty streets looking for some stories to tell you. Wait, I thought you were thought someone was gonna come in with a second line there.
I thought I'd just hang you in the silence.
No,
there.
we just left it.
Just leave me dying.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.
in the dark, dirty streets of the internet.
That's why we're not walking with you. We
Like-
left you behind.
But now I'm alone in the dark, dirty streets of the
Yeah.
internet.
It's
And I'm
like-
scared.
The victim.
Someone's got their eye on you.
It's Jack the Ripper.
Someone getting murdered in the dark, dirty streets of the internet.
What else do you think happens in dark, dirty streets of the
That's why
internet?
you don't go down the dark, dirty streets.
Have
of
you
the
never
internet, man.
seen anything?
Anything?
Well, you never taught to be aware.
Have you never
Stranger
seen-
danger, Sam.
You never seen the 9 o'clock news? Have you never seen Transformers, the film?
Have you seen Transformers the film?
No, he walked out.
You're a huge
Well remembered.
You're a huge fan of the director.
Well remembered, yeah.
Michael
walked
Bay.
out.
You love Michael Bay.
Explosions.
Give-
Like
give me
your
a
favourite
headache.
director.
Yeah, not a big fan, I have to say. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you absolutely loved the Transformers. How are we
I'm
talking
really
about the
not that
Transformers
bothered.
film? How did this
yeah.
happen?
We're not a
It's
movie
not that
review podcast.
Well, we
That's
can
so
be.
lame.
We can be now.
Yeah, we can be.
We'll
So
just put
can
ourselves
be.
in that category.
Okay, it's
now.
not
We
lame.
reviewed it.
no,
Yeah.
it is lame. That's
No,
the
it
real.
is lame.
No, I mean doing a movie review podcast. I did say it was lame, and then I've now.
Welcome to Yorkshire's #1 movie review podcast, according to Benson and Michael Bay.
And Steven Spielberg.
Yes,
Steven
Michael
Spielberg.
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 So yeah, welcome along.
Welcome to you also, Sam.
Thank you very much.
That was a really forced.
Yeah.
I didn't know who I was going to
I
welcome.
must thank Sam.
I was going to welcome. I don't know what I was
What
going
were
to
you
welcome.
gonna welcome?
I don't know. That's the thing. And the
Well,
first
so
thing
you
I,
welcome Sam,
the first thing
who's
I saw
already
was
here.
Sam. Yeah, well, he welcomes us. We never welcome him.
I say hi to it. I specifically say hi.
You
Sam.
just say hi.
This is the first thing we do,
sometimes.
though, isn't it? We appear in this room, hit record, and then this is the first thing that we say to
Carnage.
each other
That's it.
since the last episode.
That's it. We never talk to each other in between.
Yeah, we're not allowed. It's part of the rules.
The contract is binding.
You ain't got a contract.
The contract.
He wrote one himself.
we tore that up
The
when we
gut-
hired Bentley.
Fuck Bentley, dude.
What's wrong with Bentley?
Freaking wild, man. I'm on the American
I didn't like
podcast.
Bentley.
I didn't like Bentley. Sam really resonated with him.
I think he was touching him. That's why.
Yeah, he let me play with his nipples.
He probed him
On the reg.
and he's anyone's.
Yes, it's true. I love the probing.
Bentley let him touch both nipples at the same time. That's where I let myself.
that's
Correction,
how
he let me
it
touch all three.
Oh, Bentley has three nipples.
Yes, he does.
You definitely don't want
Told
him.
you he's better than you in every conceivable way. He's got 3 nipples.
Is that better?
So yeah, if you didn't know,
It's the
Benson's
third
been
one.
sacked, and we've hired someone called Bentley
You would have seen, if you follow us on Twitter at killerrabbitpod.
on the Schmedia, not on social media.
Not on the social media, on the Schmedia only. You would have seen this as I, first of all, made it out as if I'd quit, but then also apologised profusely. And then you know who came out of the woodwork? Out of the fine mahogany
Oh,
woodwork.
no, don't mention,
Don't mention
fucking
him.
mention
Don't bring him into it.
Hello.
For those who are brand new to us and weren't there in the long ago on the previous podcast, there is a guy out there who absolutely detests us. He hates us. A guy called Gerald. You should never speak to him. He lurks in the dark, dirty, filthy
See?
streets
You
of
go
the
straight to
internet.
Seedy. No, he doesn't.
He does.
He sits in the nice smoking room with a jacket.
Yeah,
on,
I was going to say, he's
in
the
a
guy who
leather
looks
chair.
out of the window among the dark
Yeah,
dirty
he's looking
streets
down onto the dark alley
Whilst-
from his safety.
whilst
Yeah,
he's counting how many people died in his
He
workhouse that
drops
day.
some money down now and again
For the pigeons. Because he wants to kill
for the
them.
paws.
So
Fuck Gerald.
Gerald actually got put in the rabbit hole, which means we'll never hear from him again, and hopefully Bentley soon will be in there as well.
Yeah, fuck Bentley.
They
Fuck
can
Gerald.
touch each other in there.
If you would like to see another character that has no similarity to me whatsoever, get in touch on social, on the Schmedias, at killerrabbitpod, or email us at killerrabbitpodcast.
I'm not comfortable with this.
He's stolen your bit.
I'm not comfortable
He's
with
fucking
this.
robbed it. He just teethed it right in front of you, just watching him.
And then-
Gopher wrote the Bible. 4 + 4 is 12.
4 + 4 is... I've never said that. I've never once said 4 + 4 is 12.
You just said it.
We can't steal each other's shtick. It's
That-
just
you're-
not right.
You're like Benson if it was from wish.com.
No,
The
that's
Wish
Bentley.
version of
Oh, no, because he's way better than you. You're the Wish version of Bentley. That's what's happened.
Oh,
here.
that's cut me deep as that, man. That's really hurt.
So we got some stories from,
No.
from the dark days.
No.
No seediness. You're too seedy.
From
Okay,
the
we're
We're going
under...
to
from-
clean this
from the-
podcast up,
from-
right? We're going to get some fucking scrubbing brushes out.
Get some
Adam's
bleach.
story is from the delightfully pretty suburbs.
I don't even
of
know
the
where
internet.
my story is. Oh, it's here.
It's in the dark days.
No, he's not. Unless you left it there when you were fucking seedying about somewhere.
Seedying about.
I've made it a verb. What?
Getting my CD on.
Everybody's become Benson today. Congratulations.
We're all Benson.
We're Benson in.
There's
we're
a little Benson in
hard
everybody.
today.
He really needs to stop. He really needs to stop doing that, doesn't
Yeah, police are after him. I've heard.
That's why I'm
If you've
hiding
seen
in
him,
the,
Please report.
That's why I'm hiding in the dark.
he? Only ever tip deep though.
This is the excuse.
I
Sam,
do like to tip people.
This. Just the tip. This is why Sam likes to hang around in the seedy streets. He's looking for little Benson.
Looking for little Benson.
Little Benson,
Gonna hunt him out.
it's strange. I don't like that one.
That's a parallel universe, is that one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Little
not
Benson.
little.
Little Benson.
Little Jimmy Benson.
Little Jimmy Benson now. Fucking hell, he's got a first name
It's got a second name and a verb.
and a verb.
Is it a
Seedy
verb?
in.
What?
What?
Isn't it be an adjective?
Yeah,
or
well,
That's not a verb. God.
okay, I don't know the nouns and the
The noon.
I don't know the noons. I don't know the noons. and the adjectives.
I don't. They don't do nouns. They don't do verb. They don't do adjectives.
I don't do England. Okay. It's like English.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
get
glad
it
you
now.
explained that. Adam, would you like to tell us your story
Not
before
really, this is too much fun.
something
Anyway.
happens?
Right, excellent. Yes, let's go for this story this week. So my story comes straight out of
Compton.
No, not Compton actually. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I'm not going to say anything about the streets of Compton, actually.
I'm cutting you off
Just
right
in
now.
case somebody from the streets of Compton is listening.
Yeah,
It's a
Ice
lovely
Cube.
place.
It's from
Have you been?
Pennsylvania.
There's a Compton near us, just around the corner.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Compton Wakey.
Compton Hills.
Oh.
That is the dark,
dear.
dirty street.
Airhills is not. That is. You've been hanging around in Airhills, Sam. That
I
explains.
like the
a
fact that
lot.
I stopped from slagging off the American Compton and you're happy
Yeah.
to just
I'll
slag
have-
off the one
I
that's
mean,
a couple
yeah,
of miles away.
Because we live round here.
Your story's from Pennsylvania.
It's from Pepe Silva.
The number one exporter of coal in America by state.
A number one exporter of what?
Coal in
Coal?
America. Coal.
Cool.
It's the
From mines?
most coal from
In
America
America.
by state comes from Pennsylvania.
Spice State.
State.
Why are you dropping all these facts? all
Where
of a
do you
sudden?
know that from? And is it some sort of freight train simulator game?
No, it's not.
However,
It's
Yeah,
relative.
there's a follow-up
However,
there.
The greatest TV.
it was from Mine Simulator. You never played it. You spend 10 hours a day down, bitch.
It's pitch black, but you just fucking press a button and hope for the
the
best.
screen's off.
Turn all lights off and just swing around a pickaxe.
It's a lot of fun.
Destroying your bedroom.
The Nintendo Wii version is carnage.
The VR version, that's where it all goes wrong, mate. I bust through into my parents' bedroom.
I mean, this is
Knocks me mama with a pickaxe.
it's not
The
the worst.
canaries are everywhere.
I don't think it's a bad idea for a game. That
No, yeah, if you've got a destructible house.
It's a proper snake oil game, isn't it?
yeah, you leave after.
You don't even turn your computer on. It's a black screen. That's
No
Mine
electricity.
Simulator. That's
No
You just
electricity
start, it's just a
needed.
picture of a lift and it starts going down, it just goes black. And that's the
it.
rest of the game.
And then hi ho.
You can go back up the lift.
You've got the Disney DLC. I'll tell you how I do know.
Please do. I'm
So
intrigued.
Pennsylvania is the setting for the greatest TV show ever made, The Office, Scranton, Pennsylvania. So in my infinite exploration of facts that started on Wikipedia for The Office, go to Pennsylvania, and then you get
So
that
just a
fact.
fucking rabbit hole of facts. On
Yeah, but
Wikipedia.
I've missed an entire 3 episodes of The Office whilst Wikipediaing it all. But there you go. Did you know Bryan Cranston directed a couple of the episodes of it as well?
Why don't you just keep going for the next hour? Just random interconnected facts.
There's no hunting the fact
No.
anymore. We just wait for them to come to us via Benson.
Exactly. But it is also on a train simulator game. There is part of it
Oh
which
yeah.
is to do
And
with
what train simulator game was that?
Train World Simulator 2.
Super Deluxe Edition.
You know what? I do have the deluxe edition.
Of course you.
It's not the super deluxe edition. You can
Benson
only get a
loves
certain
trains.
extent of deluxe on a train simulator.
Do you
There's
love trains?
planes, trains, and roller coasters.
I'm just finding this out. I
Really?
didn't know I love
Did
trains.
you not?
In fact, I should have done because I've been on a few trains lately, and you've been like, "Oh, that's the such and such train." From
Oh yeah,
and
you
I
got on
just
the
let it get over me.
you got on the Ozuma built by Siemens, designed
Look at him go.
designed in
because
2012.
it's got Siemens in there. Now it all makes
Train
sense.
and
If
Siemens.
anybody
Oh,
if anybody ever travels
Benson, your
to
pants have just got wet. What's happened there?
a weed
Sex weed.
sex weed.
Sex wee.
If you ever are travelling to York, there is a huge Siemens sign as you approach York Station. Huge Siemens.
Seaman!
Huge
Does
Siemens.
it just say huge seaman?
I can
No, it's just
Just
a,
a little
no,
sign
no, it's
on
just a sign of a huge Siemens.
Just a big
A
seaman.
big cell.
a huge semen, like a massive sperm.
Just
Yeah,
a
that's what I
massive
mean.
Just
sperm.
one.
That's what I mean.
Just one sperm.
There's one sperm. York used to be such a nice place. It's
No,
really,
it's just
really
a
gone
big
to the
sperm
dogs.
ruining it.
Yeah.
So that's enough facts about Pennsylvania.
Well,
So yours
going
is
back
from
to my
Pennsylvania.
story, it is from Pennsylvania. It's from York County in Pennsylvania.
No way.
Yeah,
Next door
yeah.
to the semen sign.
Next door to the semen sign, that's right. So, a man in Pennsylvania was arrested and charged after being caught after stealing a school bus naked with a dead deer in the back.
Sorry, what?
Wow, this is like, is Pennsylvania trying to take the Florida man thing?
I think he's having a go.
Pennsylvania
Yeah,
man doesn't have the ring.
Pennsylvania person?
Oh,
Not the
Pennsylvania
Florida man's got the
person.
alliteration.
penny
but it's
person.
A penny person.
a penny person.
Someone made of pasta.
Penny man.
Oh, see, you went pen. I just thought pennies.
Yeah.
I just thought like a big copper man. They just knock you out in
So-
one go.
A school bus naked No children, but a dead deer.
Well, so the headline is Naked Man
Head title.
Steals School Bus. Head title. Naked Man Steals School Bus with Dead Deer in the back, leads officers on chase.
We're going to need to know more about this. I can't really pull at the threads until I know. Why was he naked? That's my key concern here.
It's a good question, is that one?
It
Okay,
is,
so officers from the Carroll Township Police Department spotted the school bus, which had been reported stolen already, driving through a parking lot of a Giant Foods and Rite Aid, it says. So
A Giant Foods and Rite Aid.
that's what it says, Giant Foods and Rite Aid. I assume they're two stores.
Giant Foods.
Giant Foods?
Like huge versions of food.
I would like to know.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Full on genetically
Are
modified.
the foods
It's
massive?
like 17-foot corn.
In,
Is it a
in
lot of
America
the
as
foods,
well.
right?
In America,
Yeah, I know.
a giant-sized food there.
Is it like a pumpkin
It's a
that you
regular
can
size.
actually turn into a carriage? Just hollow it out and put some wheels on it?
I love the idea because you get these like competitions at the local village fete, don't you? Like the biggest marrow. I like big foods.
Do you like big foods?
I like
Is it
big
'cause you
foods.
can fit in them?
Huge pizzas, yeah. They just scare me slightly.
Huge
Scare
pizza.
you, that's what you
it's,
like
it's
then.
my level of respect that I have for the large foods, knowing that they could probably kill me. But,
Yeah.
They became sentient.
I'm starting to think that he's using food as a euphemism for penises.
You like large penises?
He respects the size of large
They're
penises.
the big eggplants. That's what it's about, isn't it?
So what's Rite Aid? Is it is it like first aid but the right kind? Or
I assume it's like like the Red Cross, or maybe a charity shop.
Okay.
Maybe
I've
something
never
like
heard
that.
of
I
it.
don't know. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't go into the details of the specific
Sorry,
store.
we'll stop breaking down individual bits.
when I
We'll
talked about pulling at the threads, I think we're pulling at the wrong ones.
Do you know
here,
what I
aren't we?
mean?
There's a
Mate,
parking lot. A parking lot. What was the floor made of? Was it asphalt?
how many parking
What
spaces?
was the cost per hour of a parking
Were there any
space there?
trees there?
How many trolley parks were contained within the car park?
Was a person called Jeff in the vicinity?
Of
course.
Yes.
There's
come
always
on,
a Jeff.
There's always a
Oh,
Jeff.
it's a bloody Jeff.
Always a fucking Jeff. Anyway, so
Anywho.
they catch this guy. He's driving this stolen school bus through the parking lot.
Good place to drive one.
Yeah, you can't really get away, can you? Just
Safe.
driving round and round the parking lot.
Well, the police did try and pull him over, and he didn't stop.
Did they go?
Wait, maybe they did. I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
They're probably-
insert
they're probably-
stock sound effect. On
They
police
don't.
car.
Sam, they don't do that anymore. They just shoot now.
I think they've always just done that, haven't they? Shoot first, rear second.
Bang, bang, bang! It's the police! Stop! You better say that first, Bob.
Fuck's sake, Bob.
So yeah, so they've tried to pull him over, and he's fucking pulled away.
Floored it.
Started a little chase in his little school bus. Nearly flipped it over. Pretty impressive.
Low centre of gravity.
Yeah, no,
I've got
but-
banjo music in my
Bang,
head.
bang, bang, bang,
From
bang,
Pennsylvania.
bang,
Pennsylvania's
Just a school bus being chased. I don't know why. It's
Benny
just-
Hill theme.
Yeah, it's just not even. That.
Oh, okay.
No,
No,
just
okay, that's fine.
picking banjo.
Anyway,
Images
Down,
in my
down,
head.
down, 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 down.
Not like that. Not Deliverance.
What else you playing a banjo besides that?
What Adam did a minute ago, what he was doing was the exact noise that was happening in my head.
That's
at
why he
that
was
time.
nodding. He was oblivious to what was going on. Anything, anywhere.
Because I was
else.
confused why he said banjo in the first.
It just
Okay, Adam,
those are the images.
continue.
That are,
Thread pulled everywhere.
I'm going to pull his thread.
his banjo.
His banjo thread.
Bang. Anyway, so he's nearly
twang.
he's nearly flipped the bus over, and he's drove into a neighbourhood, got out of the vehicle, and started running through a wooded area. At
Still
which
with his
point,
clothes. Why am I asking?
No,
Still got
see-
his clothes. He's put them back on mid-chase.
at which point, see, the head title was misleading.
Oh,
at which
right.
point, he has then taken his clothes off.
Oh, it was misleading.
It
Ah,
was
so he
misleading,
was
wasn't
fully
it, that?
dressed.
So he was fully dressed. So then he's stripped
I'm
down.
not running fast enough. I need to lose some weight.
I need to be more aerodynamic.
Even though he thought, if I just take all my clothes off, they won't recognise me.
It's a safe bet because they're looking for a man in a polo shirt and jeans, and he's like, "Aha, I'm naked. You're not looking for."
We're looking for a man in clothes. Repeat, a man in clothes.
He's wearing clothes. Oh, we've had a naked man? No.
He's definitely wearing clothes.
Do
Gotta
not
have
shoot the
clothes
naked man. Woo the naked man. Shoot the clothes man.
Woo him? Oh wow, you are looking so attractive today with your nakedness.
I like
sir.
your nakedness.
You must be so aerodynamic running away from police and other authorities.
Amazing. So Yeah, so then they've caught up with him. Now, a little bit more about this story. So according to police, Saunders, this is the guy, admitted to taking the bus earlier in the day after he crashed a BMW.
Ah.
Oh, so he's played GTA, hasn't
I
he?
don't know what's going on. But then, on top of that, he had taken the dead deer and put it in the back of the school bus because he was planning to use it as compost. So he's crashed his BMW. It doesn't say if that had the deer in it already.
He
Did
crashed
he
the
crash
BMW.
into the deer? Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. And then
I was
maybe
going down
that's
the
it.
same
And then he's
thread
gone,
there.
oh, what am I going to do with this deer?
This
I
won't
need
fit
to steal
in my
a
BMW. I need something. A school bus.
So somehow he's stolen a school bus, found a deer, put it in the back of the school bus, and then tried to drive home to use it as compost, and ended up in a police chase.
Use it as compost.
Got to a car park,
know,
left
right?
the scoop.
Just let it
First.
rot on your plants.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the bone. You crush the bone.
Oh,
down.
you get bone meal out of it, don't
Can you
you?
not? Can you not eat it if you find it?
Venison.
Well, that's what you'd
Is that
think.
what-
Bit of venny.
Yeah, a bit of
Maybe
Venny.
you
Is that what it is?
Bit of venny.
Bit of Venny.
He has it on a regular basis as Benson.
Fucking Tory.
Bit of venison. Yeah, I don't know. It seems. I mean, I don't know what's happened there, but there's a lot of twists.
See,
and
I was
turns in this
expecting
story.
once he'd got naked, at that point he killed the deer with his bare hands. I thought it was going
trying
in
to
that
eat its
direction.
heart and gain its power,
But yeah, the power of a
Or
deer.
climb inside its skin.
and pretend he's a deer.
No, nothing to see here, officers. That deer's talking, and it's got blood and everywhere, and a naked man inside.
But it stood up and
Yes,
walking.
but the
It's
person we're
obviously
looking
a
for is
deer.
wearing clothes, so it's definitely not.
Or
a
he's
deer.
naked. There's two people we're looking for. One clothed, one naked. It's definitely not the deer.
Definitely not a guy dressed as a deer.
Yeah, it didn't say that in the description. Did not.
So what's
So
happened to him, Saunders?
He's been arrested, apparently.
Do you reckon it was Colonel Saunders
Um,
branching out from chicken? And
Not Saunders. Don't besmirch the good name of the Colonel, sir.
what's his name?
Sanders.
Is it
He
Sanders?
is
I thought it was
Sanders.
Saunders.
No, it's
Colonel
not.
Saunders.
Sanders.
How's it-
Colonel Sanders.
Is it Sanders?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Not
I thought it was
Saunders. He's not a saundering colonel.
Well, this is a different
He's a
colonel.
sandering
This is
colonel.
a different colonel, Colonel Saunders, and he's going to open PFD, Pennsylvania Fried Deer.
Deer.
Wow, I had to work that
That
one
was
out.
quick. That was
That's a
quick.
good one. PFD.
PFD.
Yeah, so Saunders was charged with a pretty fucking deer. Saunders was
No, that's
charged with...
Pennsylvania Fried Deer.
Yeah, but they're gonna call it different things, Benson.
PDF.
They only catch pretty.
No,
fucking
not
deers.
PDF. It's a PFD.
PDF, though, they're used for the menus.
You need to read the
It's
PDF
all linked.
to work
to get
out
to order
what
the
kind of-
PFD.
It's all linked.
It's all linked in.
It's all.
Don't bring that back up.
No. Oh, I just felt sick again. Sorry.
Whoa,
If you're wondering
basics.
why, you need to listen to the last episode, or maybe don't.
Here's a world basic.
Steer well clear.
Listen to the last episode, but Adam.
A world-class basic are you giving us?
This is
A
the
world-class
world-class
basic.
basics of Benson. World-class Benson basics.
So, world-class basics. Get up at 5.
We're not getting back into it.
No.
We're
Number
not.
2, steal a school bus.
Yes.
Number 3, kill a deer. Number
four.
4, get naked.
Woo!
That's how everything should
Number
end.
5, skin the deer, get into the deer, and then do not talk to the police, because if you do, they'll know you're not a deer.
Pretend you're a
Open
deer.
a fried deer shop
Have
in
you ever seen
Pennsylvania.
Freddy Got Fingered?
A long time ago. A long time
It was a
Have you
strange
seen it?
sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll give it that.
Oh no.
It'd be worse if Freddy was doing the fingering.
I mean,
wouldn't it?
I
I
would
mean,
have
he
said it
basically
was.
was.
I would have
He went
said
that
it was the prequel, and
Freddy got. Freddy
it's the
got.
villain origin story.
Good,
Surely.
good point. Good point.
Freddy got fingered, decided to finger everyone else. Where's the blades?
In your dreams.
In your dreams, man.
I'll figure you in your dreams.
Little did they know.
To clarify, I've not seen Freddy Got Fingered.
Or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Or Friday the 13th, for that matter
Or
of
any
fact.
films ever. Welcome to
I've
York's
seen Transformers.
#1 film review podcast. None of us have seen any
I've
films.
never watched a film ever.
So what
Just
was
on the cover.
what were you going to say about Freddy Got Fingered?
Oh, there's just a scene where he gets where he he skins a deer and gets inside it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And then is that why he got fingered? And then went on to
No,
haunt
that's not
people?
Freddy. The story's not about Freddy.
Is the story about the deer? Is that the
No,
plot?
it's not.
Is that the plot twist? Is the story about a man who stole the school bus after crashing his BMW, put the deer inside the school bus,
That
going
was
to a
the
car
story
park,
I
going to police
just
chase,
told.
escaping the school bus, getting naked, running through a wood, getting into the deer costume, and then
Setting
talking to the police.
PFD.
They set up PFD.
Getting
Got-
caught by Colonel
got
Saunders.
got confused.
That's what happened. He pretends to be a deer, and the police don't catch him, but Colonel Saunders does, and he becomes the first bucket of
It's a beautiful story, really.
BFD.
It's got a nice
And that's
ending.
how Colonel Saunders was found out to be a cannibal and then sent to jail. It was a good story, right?
And how PFD became the third biggest takeaway chain in the world as well.
Exactly,
And we've
yeah.
all had that.
And they have 15 herbs and spices.
That's right. And that is the story I brought this week. I hope you enjoyed it.
I
It
love
did very
that one.
much.
I love
it
that.
did very
Thank you.
much. I love a naked man.
Let's know.
Let's just think about that for a while.
Let's cut that out and put it on the soundboard, Tim.
Yes.
And welcome to my little corner of the podcast. This is Little Sammy's section. I've decided.
Is that what it is?
Sliggle. You said Sliggle at that.
I'm settling.
Sliggle Slammy's Slegman.
I'm
Phenomenal.
settling on segment. I shall never
Segment.
say the other one again.
What's
I'm
the other
calling
one?
it
It's definitely Little Sammy's section.
Slittle Slammy's Slegman.
Slittle Slammy Schlegman.
So it's
Selection.
in a corner, which makes no sense.
Nobody puts little Sammy in the
It's
corner.
my little corner of the podcast.
But we're sat in a circle.
I'm in the corner.
This is the.
That's
this
not
is-
really a corner. If anything, we're
This is
we're
definitely
an irregular.
This is the round table
This
of the
is
rabbit.
this is actually an isosceles triangle, really.
Oh
With the-
fucking hell! Pulling out the full term isosceles triangle. Is it not quadrilateral or equilateral? Or,
quadrilateral and a triangle. That
Yeah,
makes
why not? Eh?
no sense at all. That's why it's called a triangle. There's
I'm just
three.
breaking the rules, man.
And welcome to Shapecast, Yorkshire's #1 alternative shape
Ship,
podcast.
ship
According
review.
to,
According to Mr. Strong.
I was going to say square, but yeah, Mr. Strong works.
That'll do. So, on this part of the podcast, I'm given free reign to do whatever I like. And what I thought I'd do is I'm going to do like a little mini-series over maybe a couple of episodes. Maybe it'll come back next week. Maybe it'll come back a bit later on. But I think the listeners deserve to know more about you guys.
No.
I think they deserve to delve into your very psyches to understand what makes you tick, what
Sure.
drives you. So, I'm doing a little thing called...
Getting to know you.
And I'll probably bring that back as well in a later podcast. So I've devised a few little formats to be able to find out a bit more about how your brains work. So the first one, I apologise now, is basically a staple of a lot of podcasts. So podcasts a lot more popular than ours use this, and I was a bit like, oh, are people going to think I'm ripping them off? And then I thought, fuck them. No, they didn't. They didn't come up with the concept.
And then what you did is told everyone that you're ripping them off.
Well, I'm not really, because it's not their concept.
And that was his
pub
called.
fodder.
That was his called.
Yeah, as is right now. It's called,
Getting to know you.
and they wouldn't.
Have
call
we
it
got the
that.
rights to use that?
I don't know. It's only
even
it's
5
fair use.
even 2 seconds of that is worth millions.
It's fair use. It's
It's like
fair
playing
use.
a Beatles song. That is.
Might as well play it again then. While
Getting
we're
to
here.
know you.
Yeah, fucking money's worth.
The first one I'm going to do to find out a little bit more about you both is, you'll probably be familiar with the format. It is Would You Rather. So I'll be putting to you some pretty difficult scenarios, and what you got to do is you got to pick one of them. Those ends the rules that you have to pick one of them. You can't nope out. You got to pick one of the particular scenarios, and that's it. That's essentially what it is.
Oh, can I nope out at this point?
No,
Nope.
You can't nope out.
I've
Well,
just
well,
noped.
you could, but then we'd just be moving on to Benson's story, which would be pretty terrible. So,
Hey,
Benson's not said a word because he's like, oh god,
I don't like where this is going.
why do you do this?
Sam has too
Why
much
did
power.
we give him this
Sa-
much power?
you
it's like
chose to.
it's like Thanos when he's got the entire gauntlet.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be joining you as well. It's not just for
No, you won't, but
guys.
no, you won't.
You're asking the questions.
Yeah, I'll join in as well. So,
Would you rather be a Sam or a
He's
Sam?
prepared all his answers as well. Going like, this was the most careful thing I could say.
yeah. So I want you to tell me which one you'd go for and why. I want you to sort of debate.
Oh, we have to
between yourselves.
masturbate it. Okay.
Absolutely. So, would you rather have a perpetually itchy butthole
You'll have to explain perpetually.
forever, never ending, always?
Okay.
Your bum hole itches forever. Or you piss your pants once a week for the rest of time. It could be at any given moment.
Oh, I was gonna
Once
question-
a week, so it could happen while you're in bed. It could happen while you're in a business meeting. It could happen while you're writing your LinkedIn post. It could happen while you're
5:12 a.m.
out at the gym at 5:12 a.m. Yeah, it could happen at
World
any time.
basics, piss yourself.
But it will happen once a week. Yeah, you can ask a few questions if you need a bit more context.
Question then.
Yes.
For the second one.
Yes.
Is do you piss at all at any other time of the week, or is it just that one piss that happens so you don't need to go to the toilet at any other point?
You will piss normally as well, but once a week
you piss yourself.
you'll piss
Is
uncontrollably.
it a lot of piss?
It's a good amount of piss.
It's a noticeable amount. Okay, so I'm going to go with the second one straight off the bat because adult nappies exist. So you can
Yeah,
just
that
hide
is
it.
true.
I
like that.
Perpetually
And
itchy bum.
having
I
a
mean, I've had
perpetually
piles.
itchy yeah, it's not nice.
Oh, it's not piles. It's not piles.
No,
level, it's
but
not-
an itch
An
on the
itch.
bum is not. That's
Because
not
you
something
end
want
up
all
building
the
a habit
time.
and you end up scratching your bum in public.
You'll end up
Nobody
with
wants-
a wound.
Yeah.
You'll end up with a
a friction wound.
Yeah, and then it get infected, and then you'd end up with a perpetual wound.
And you'll try
as well.
you'll try using objects that are too sharp for the bum hole.
Look, right, stop trying to put stuff up your bum.
Yeah. So
And Benson's like, I'm going to get my excuses in now.
I'm gonna. Well, I've already said I'll go for the piss my pants.
I would do.
I do that on a weekly
Going for the
basis
pissing
anyway.
of the
I
pants.
work from home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fuck your business meetings.
But what if you're out? What if you're out on a date with a lady friend?
Then
All
I'll
of a
just-
sudden,
I don't date.
Then I'll
piss
just-
I
everywhere.
don't
And then I'll
date
say
with
I pissed
ladies.
myself.
This is just normal life for Benson, isn't it? It's like I do this
Like,
anyway
you
regularly.
just be like, look, I've got a condition where I piss myself
The
once
thing
a
is-
week
the thing
randomly.
is, urinating in public or yourself, that's just part of human evolution of to embarrass each other. You know, people.
What?
Benson's
Animal-
going down to his baser instinct to be like, animals piss wherever they want,
Animals piss
whenever
where
they
they
want.
want.
Animals have itchy balls and can't itch them. Oh, they can get up against a tree though, can't they? Ooh, yeah.
They can lick themselves.
I'm imagining that now. I need a
splinter.
Yeah.
Which one would you go for then?
So I thought that you might be going down the line of the perpetually itchy butt.
It's hard to embarrass me. Though.
But I'm 100% with where you guys are on this
Yeah.
one because just
You know what it's like when you've had an itchy butthole, but having that constantly is going to be the most irritating thing.
And it's
You
the
get-
constant part that put me more off that.
you
than,
get a little bit of sweet relief, wouldn't you, when you get it? But then
Well, no, 'cause
gonna
it's
come, then
perpetual.
it's going to come straight back.
No,
Yeah,
if
you
it's
get that. You
potential-
get that second, that
Yeah.
split second.
But then it's
I
itchy.
have
Yeah, but
then
like
it's like
pretty
heroin.
bad skin conditions, like eczema.
Conditions.
Conditions. And I know what that's fucking like.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
like
that.
eczema of the bum hole.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not down with that.
I did think about it, and I thought, because you don't know when it's going to happen, the pissing of the pants. Can you imagine? I mean, imagine the scenes, right? You wake up Monday morning, get in the shower, piss yourself, and then you're walking into work like zipping and do that.
So excited
What's
that-
up with you? And you're like, piss myself, did I? It'd be great.
It's gone for the day,
Yeah,
for the
go
week.
for the week, sorted for the rest of the week.
I think. Well,
But
as
what
well
happens
as that,
what
though,
happens
if
if
you
that's on a Sunday and then it strikes again on the Monday? Oh, that'd be upsetting.
That's unfortunate.
Because
Like, for me, right, the amount of time I'm out the house in public versus the amount of time I'm in the house,
the odds are in your favour.
the odds are definitely in my favour.
Whereas
There
the
is
odds of-
much more chance of me pissing myself whilst I'm at home than there is when I'm out in
And
public.
you can wear a nappy or a diaper.
And you can wear a nappy or a diaper when you go out. Yeah, you can wear a nappy
Man
to stop
nappy.
it.
And for listeners
Or
who use
you
them
can get a
there's nothing wrong.
catheter. If you
You
get
can-
a-
Oh,
you
no,
can-
I'd go for the nappy. I'm not having a tube put down the gentleman's sausage.
then it's
Down
just
the what now?
The
The
gentleman's
gentleman's
sausage.
The gentleman's sausage.
I'd go for the
That made
ways
me-
of
that-
stopping the piss.
that made me
I know,
tuck
it's
in a little
horrible.
bit.
Leather,
Just
leather
talking about your
trousers.
urethras.
Leather trousers.
You're never going to see the liquid.
Teflon, just all the Teflon.
Black jeans.
You could sort it, yeah. You could live with that. You could
And
definitely
what you do
live
is you
with
keep
that.
yourself mega hydrated so the piss doesn't stink as well.
Yeah,
Because
that's a good-
hydrated piss is just water.
Never eat asparagus on sugar puffs.
always have a change of trousers.
You know
with
that the sugar eating the sugar puffs doesn't make your piss smell of sugar puffs. It's just dehydrated, high in glucose piss that smells like sugar puffs.
Oh, eating sugar puffs makes my
No,
piss
it
smell like
doesn't.
shit.
The
It
smell
genuinely
is-
does.
It's because of the sugar.
The high glucose.
Yeah, it may well do, but it still smells of sugar puffs. If I have sugar puffs,
If anything,
it
it's
smells-
actually
Because
sugar
they're
puffs
really
that smell of
sugary.
piss.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sugar puffs smell of sugar, and then yeah.
Not anymore. They're not because they're now
Honey
extinct.
Monster puffs.
They're extinct now.
No,
Sugar.
the honey
Oh, I
monster
don't know
puffs
what
now.
Yeah, because they're no sugar.
Yeah, that's good.
Sugar Puff Zero.
Why did they ruin?
Diet
Why do
sugar
they
puffs.
ruin everything?
I know.
You can thank Jamie Oliver for that.
They should just let
Yeah,
people
well, he
be.
ruined my turkey twizzlers, and then he ruined sugar puffs.
Coming
He
over
ruins
here.
everything all the time, Jamie.
Yeah, I hope you have
Jamie
a
Olive Oil and
perpetual,
his stupidness.
perpetual itchy bumhole, Jamie.
Yeah.
Are we wishing that up on Jamie Oliver?
Yeah.
Yes.
So are we settled then? Everybody's going for the piss in your pants
Well,
once a
it's
week
a
for the
bit
rest
late.
of time.
I've
Yeah,
already done it.
let's piss our pants
Let's just do it now.
in unison.
Yeah, sounds great. It keeps me warm. Lovely. I love the smell of piss. Okay, so you ready for the next one then? So, would you rather always get an erection when anyone says
Yep.
Okay, next one then. So, would you rather get an erection when anyone says any variation of hello to you? Hello, hi, hey, how you doing?
You had
What's up?
you had such a chance to really make me sound horrific. Then, so thank you for not taking that.
Whenever a child says hello, you could have said that, so you had it.
You had an opportunity.
Wait, everyone stop. Whenever a child...
Oh my god! Benson! Nobody but Benson! I'll cut it up next week for the soundboard. So, would you rather always get an erection when anyone says any variation of hello to you? Benson's gone now.
It's like, what are they going to do?
I'm going to prison. I'm going to prison, and I'm not happy on that idea. I'm going to give Bill Gates a ring and see if I can move to his island. Where he harbours everyone else.
Where he had Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein's Island. I need to get there.
I'm cutting that out. Cutting that out. That's going on the soundboard.
And what was the second option?
Come on, Sam, move on quickly.
Quickly now, quickly. He's doing that noise again. He's got a new laugh now, and it's this.
I don't know. It's being sat back comfortably. It makes me contorting on myself.
Contorting on yourself.
Yeah, it does. So you always get an erection when anyone says any
I know I
variation
do.
of hello. And you've got to stop it, Benson, okay? This is no longer would you rather.
Sam,
this is an intervention,
It's
all right?
literally hard not to.
Or whenever you have a shit, it's akin to having a baby. So in terms of pain and noises, not length.
Number one.
Easy for me because a lot of people say hello and I get an erection. So
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I don't
fine with
mind that. We
We
all
all-
know how to hide erections.
we all went through high school.
We've all, yeah, exactly. We've all learned. But I am not giving birth to a.
I mean, I've had some. I've had,
to a like 10-pound turd.
I've had some
every
big
ti-
poos
fucking-
before.
Every
no.
time you go for a poo, it's like Yeah.
Every time you go for a shit, you're gonna rip your asshole until it gets so slack that it just drops out, and then, oh, that's bad.
and
times,
then
dude.
you're pooing yourself every week.
I'm thinking long term. that arsehole's gonna be worse than a porn star's.
But would it get to a point where it just kind of drops out then?
That's
a little
what
bit.
it
Yeah,
was-
no,
was-
but
Flops out.
but that'd be all the time. So you know how the
Well, I think-
previous one was you just piss yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just shit yourself.
I think though,
no.
women who have
definitely
like
number one.
8 babies, the 8th one isn't easier.
Is it not?
I don't know
Well,
How can you tell? How do you know?
because
you keep having them?
more people would have more children.
I don't know.
Well, people give up
Is that
after.
why people don't have them?
Yeah, they get to like 2 and they're like, I'm not going through that again.
No, that's not just the childbirth thing. That's having the child afterwards as well. when you've had
Dealing with the little
one, you know,
bastard.
when you're just like, yeah, no. I'm
When
not
I get
going to do
pregnant.
that to myself. When you get pregnant,
Well,
Benson, you
I'm
realize.
gonna go for option 1 because at some point in all of our lives, someone has said hello to you whilst you've had an erection. That's
Yeah,
happened.
definitely. And we all know how to hide these things.
Yeah,
We've all got
Waistbands.
the tactics.
What if
Waistbands.
it's someone really embarrassing?
like who?
I don't know.
Jinx.
Like your nan or something? You want to get an erection if your nan says hi? My nan's about dead, so that's probably not going to
About?
happen.
Did you just say about dead or
Both
What was
are
the word?
both. My nans are both dead.
All
he
right,
said.
my nan's about dead. But
Yeah, they're
One of
about
mine's
dead, you know.
but,
Nearly there.
I'm not dead yet. Yeah, but the
Yes,
thing
you are,
is,
Nan. Stop
it's
it.
not like you're gonna be stood there like being like, oh look, I've got an erection. You'd be,
yeah,
you
it's-
know,
It's sort of bending over.
you do
And
your
then-
thing
and-
to do a bit of
Why
a
is
shuffle and a
Why does
move.
that guy always bend over when I say hello to him? He does with me as well.
This is why men used to walk around with newspapers all the time. I'm telling you.
it'd be a
Is that what
struggle
it is?
working in like a call center.
Can you imagine that?
Every
never,
call.
I'd never work in a call centre.
Yeah, and then someone says hi to you, and it's just like the desk going.
Oh, God, yeah. Every
Do you
single
think?
call.
Do you think
100
if
times a
enough
day.
people said hi to you in quick succession, you'd pass out?
Oh,
Just
busted
all the
up.
blood there. Just like,
All you're just like, I can't do it anymore.
just passed out on the floor with a stonking
You go
erection.
to- you go to
as your
like-
nan stood over you going,
That's what
what happened to you?
You know, if you go to like your wedding, everyone's like, "Hi," you're like, "Please."
And your
All
wife's
your
like,
fam-
why are you so turned
All your
on?
family stood around you, and you just passed out on the floor with a fucking.
Why are you turned
Oh,
on
that-
by
you're,
Uncle Barry?
You're driving to work and Stevie Wonder comes on. Hello. Oh, no. Not Steven,
Lionel
Lionel
Richie.
Richie. Oh,
Ruined.
got it wrong. Lionel Richie comes on and then you're like, oh, fuck, not again.
Crashed the car. I mean, that would be much more of a hilarious anecdote for parties than
I'd rather have an
every
erection
time.
than pain.
Every time, look at this! I've destroyed another toilet.
Plus, imagine if you're in the pub, you'd do it as a party
What
trick.
would you?
You would whap your cock out and someone will say hi to you like,
Yeah, you'd make me.
I would.
Put a little
what-
napkin on it.
But then if you're in a pub, if you're in a pub and you needed to go for a poo,
Cock magic.
you know, they'll be ringing an ambulance.
This is what I'm going to
you
say.
walk
Like,
back in after you've been to the toilet in the pub and everyone's just silent and staring.
Yeah, exactly.
what would you do with because you would not be able to go to a normal toilet, or you'd need some sort of toolbox.
Yeah, or just kind of
to
hold your
carve
mouth.
it up,
Just always like
and it's
bite
not going to
down
go
on
down,
something.
is it?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'd definitely pick your number one. The erection
Yeah.
one is much more manageable.
I mean, I've experienced that. I'm fine. I've had big poos as well. I know which one I'd prefer.
Big poos.
Erection over poo.
Yeah, but you've not given birth out your anus.
I don't know.
Definitely, I don't. You know what? I don't think.
mean, you were
don't
there,
think we
man.
have. I don't think any one of us has dropped a deuce that big.
Erections all the way, boys.
Speaking of which,
dropping
David,
deuces?
David got in touch with us, didn't he, to tell us about the largest poo ever recorded. It was
That one-
found right on our doorstep in
yeah.
York. So yeah, cheers, David. Thanks for
York.
getting in touch, sending us
Loads
a
of
story.
shit underneath the streets as well as a big sperm on top of the street.
Always makes me feel special when people send us stories about massive shits and stuff.
Especially from local towns, historical
How
towns.
big was it?
exactly. I suppose I'm going to have to provide details here.
Absolutely.
So the biggest shit ever recorded,
In length or mass?
I think like
Yeah, how do you measure
weight.
a poo? I mean, South Park told me it all got measured in Curex, and that Bono was the biggest shit ever recorded.
So, fucking Bono, man. Oh, it's 1,000 years old.
What, did
I mean,
it
that's
expand
an
over time?
oldest poo?
It's around 20 centimetres long, 5 centimetres wide, and it's thought to come from the bum of a real Viking.
A
Now-
real one?
No, not
Not
a
a
real.
fake Viking.
He's just a guy dressing up as well.
I'm a Viking, I am, you know. I'm not sure.
No,
how
you're
I
not,
felt.
you
Yeah.
Well, so he's doing a Somerset accent.
Cornwall
I don't
accent.
even know
Oh,
where
a
I was
fucking
from there.
West Country accent.
So
Did you see the size of that shite?
it was dug up in 1972 and has been
Oh,
sitting in pride of place in a museum since then.
I was going to say this story.
20 centimetres and
fucking old.
5 centimetres thick. 20. That's not that big.
Benson,
I've
you
shot
wanted to
bigger
challenge
than
this.
I want to challenge this.
Have you not seen that picture of the one in that fucking bedpan?
Yeah, exactly.
That one got to be bigger than that.
That's like Red October. Scale model.
They call it Trident.
Yeah. It's fucking nuclear, that's for sure. Have you got another one?
So we're all getting erections then. When
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Final one then. So every time you have a bit of hand to gland combat, or
Masturbation.
yeah, masturbation. Let's not
Let's not beat
beat
around the
around
bush.
the bush. In fact, let's. Every time you have a wank, you have to tell the next person you see what you've just done and what the source material was, and it must be in person. So you can't have somebody that you phone up, video call. Like, not that you'd probably want to do that, but yeah. So it might be you go to the shop, next person you see, it might be your housemate. Or
Hang on, are you
your next door
wanking at
neighbour.
the shop?
No, it's just the next
You wank
person you
at
happen
home
to see.
and then you walk to the shop and the next person you see.
or
you
wherever
gotta
you
tell them.
wank.
Wherever you wank.
Yeah, you can wank where you like.
No, you can't. No,
Yeah,
you
you
fucking
Sam,
can't, Sam.
listeners
That's
as
how
well.
people get arrested. Do not wank wherever you like.
In dark,
listeners.
dirty streets of the internet.
Sam might want that. You might want to see the streets flooded with the ejaculate of everyone, but don't do it.
Sounds like a verse from the Bible or something.
What's
the
the-
streets flooded with the ejaculate of everyone. I've not read the Bible.
Sam
to
is
clarify.
the Bible of Sam.
Written by the
By
Gophers.
yeah.
So it's one can tell. Oh.
One can tell, or every now and again, let's say approximately 1 in 10 times, but again, you can't predict when it's going to be, like the wee one from the first one.
Approximately
So,
1 in 10.
yeah. When you come, a little bit of poo comes out too.
How much poo is a little bit?
Enough to be noticeable.
A shart. A
Yeah.
shart level of poo.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time you
A
show
A
me
squidge.
little
So you got a squidge in the pants.
We need to put some data on this, don't we? So we'll say like I don't know, the size of
A grape.
I like it. A grape plus a little bit of residue.
Grapes stew.
plus a couple of mils of residue. So let's say 1 in
this
10
is really
times. So
difficult.
you
This is a
cannot
tough one.
predict when.
The thing
cannot
is,
predict
you could
when.
be smart with the first one, purposely knowing who you're going to see next. Like if you had a partner or something like that.
Then you got to plan your wank.
Or
You
you could-
can't plan a wank.
I don't know.
I mean, you could.
You've got a schedule. You've got a wank diary.
Because if
sir.
you're like, oh, I'm gonna go out with my grands, then you're not gonna be like, I'll have a wank first, are you?
yeah, there's going to be so many.
You're gonna stop yourself
high-tempered
if you get.
people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think. I think with the wanking one, you could.
But then-
you could manage it, and the other one,
The
but
poo
I-
nugget,
I would-
nugget one. I would just wank 10 times, get it out of the way with,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
it.
know that I can go.
But then
in
it
for-
could happen the next time as well.
It could.
It's
It
prox
could.
1 in 10. It could happen
It
4
could.
times in a row and then not for another
Look,
however
right,
long.
Aaron
You can
Jesus
never predict
sucks.
it. So I guess most people are having a little playful fiddle on an evening. So then when you're going about your day next, you might even completely forget about it and you're just happily walking along the street and then you see somebody and all of a sudden you go, oh, I just had a wank over you, ma'am. And then
Why would it be there, ma'am? If
the
you don't
random
know
stranger's
them?
ma'am.
Oh no, the worst one is if you're having a morning one and then like DPD or Amazon show up.
Can you sign for this, mate? Well, actually, before I do, I just need to inform you that I just had a wank over hentai. It's lovely. I'll sign that now for you, sir.
You'd buy your milk.
We need to visualize. We need to film.
We
that
need to
one.
visualize it, yeah, of course.
not
we
the
do.
masturbating
Wanking
part.
over hentai. Visualize that one,
We've
Benson.
already done a music video about masturbation, so that'd be a weird one. I've just had a wank over some stairs. I don't know. I think I'd honestly go for the poo nugget one.
No, I think I'd go for the wanking.
I think it'd be
Finally, we've got a split
I think
decision.
you could
I think-
manage the wank.
I know. I think you could. I think you can manage the wank, but
You
then
need a spreadsheet of some description as well, so you at least had an idea of where you
The
were.
little wank spreadsheet. Just manage
Who am
the
I going to
wanks.
see next? Spend all
Tally.
of your time working out your wank
I mean,
schedule
you go to
just to
you
make
move
sure.
into like the Amazon rainforest and not speak to anyone. Like, I don't know. I
But
like
just
the
fucking
idea of both.
furiously wank forever. You like the idea of
I love the idea of
Ben's
both.
like, can I just have both? Can I just take both of
Can
them?
I tell
so that
somebody
every
that I had a
time I
wank?
wank, I'll have a little bit of poo and then I go tell someone.
You never guess what just happened to me. I had a wank, and then I had a little shit come out.
I had a wank over some hentai and a little bit of
You'll
poo
be
came out.
you'll be arrested pretty quickly, and then that'll be really awkward with your cellmate. It's happened again.
God, yeah, you wouldn't be able to touch yourself in jail, would you?
Well,
I don't think your pad mate would want to know that.
you know you've made that
Probably,
choice to end up in
yeah.
jail.
True.
Well,
yeah.
no, you haven't because you've had to tell
The
someone.
poo one's
because
too
of-
risky. Isn't it?
I
Like,
think the
risky.
poo one's
Depends
too
who
risky.
you're
you
with.
wouldn't be able to
And
be in
where
a
you
long.
are.
You'd have to.
You'd have
never
to
be in a
check
long,
every time because you wouldn't be able to risk it, would you? Or
But like I say, it could happen 3-4 times in a row. You
yeah,
don't
fuck
know.
that. I like
you
that.
don't know.
No,
But you know
I don't
as well,
like the poo
you
one.
hear
I'm
stories.
going for option
I
one.
don't like the poo one.
I don't like anything with poo, mate. You know, when
Yeah.
there's poo involved, I'm kind of out.
Yeah, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go for wank and tell.
One can tell.
You're going for
Yeah,
wank
one
and
can
tell.
tell.
Wank and tell.
Look, we've convinced him.
Yeah.
One can tell.
So
The
I'm
correct
telling you.
answer is.
That's what he's acting. He's always saying the
That's what
correct.
he's like.
I don't know.
Oh, do you really want to
Like,
go for
he
that
doesn't
one?
know.
I didn't thought about this one.
Well, fucking think about it.
Which
We've just
one?
been thinking about
I know,
it.
I
Why
don't-
haven't you?
That's for the second one. You'd
What
either
have you just been doing that entire time?
wanking and telling.
I don't know. I'm failing by my own rules here. Yeah, wank and tell. Even though it's horrible, I don't want to wank.
Or do you want to poo yourself a little bit then instead?
What if you have one in the morning? Then like your mum or something gives you a FaceTime.
Oh,
or
wow.
No,
no.
you said it didn't count on FaceTime.
No, I'm saying you can't just.
You can't cheat the system.
Yeah, you can't cheat the system. But if that is the next person you see by complete chance, but it couldn't be that I'd ring.
Deny.
That I'd ring
Turn
you.
off the
yeah,
phone.
true. Yeah, I'll call
You
you back
don't
later.
have to
Call you
answer
back later.
it. You don't have to answer it, do you?
I'm busy now. I need to see somebody I'll
Oh,
never see
then
again.
you end up leaving a voicemail.
Yeah, that's fine, but you got to call them back.
Hey, it's Benson.
Yeah, sorry, can't take your call right now. Just had a wank over lesbian. And really enjoyed it. Just thought I should let you know.
And I sharted.
And I'll see you on Sunday. Bye, Mum.
But it's just you that gets both
Yeah.
of them.
So there we go. I think that we've done a
learned
bit
some-
of...
we've learned
To
some-
know you.
And we know kind of how your brains work in those scenarios. Hopefully it wasn't as scary as you thought it might be.
I was
when we
terrified.
started.
I'm still terrified
Still terrified.
because it's a series.
Oh yeah. It's not going to be
terrified.
It's not going to be that again. But if you've got any
Absolutely
ideas
terrified.
for a little semi-segment, a story time section, whatever
You've
it's
changed
called.
it again.
I don't.
See,
I
you
know.
said
You
you
guaranteed.
You guaranteed you'd never call it that again, and now look what you've
I'm
just
surprised you
ruined
didn't
it.
use one of.
I changed it back within about 5 seconds of saying that it's definitely going to be this.
You've lost it completely.
Yeah, it could be
Just call it something new. Call it.
Little Sammy's selection.
I was just going to say like just a random name like platypus.
Little Sammy's platypus.
No,
just platypus.
just the
Platypus.
word.
This is platypus.
Call it wank and tell.
This is the. This is the wank and tell section. This week I have. And there's a list wanked about.
I've been busy this week.
On Sunday at 11 p.m.
11 p.m. That is a good time to ejaculate.
It's not on Remembrance Sunday.
No, PM.
Oh, PM. Sorry. I thought you said
23:11
AM.
to you, 24-hour people.
So that's how I like to remember people.
We're gonna have a 1 minute wank.
I can't last that long.
It's white popping in these days.
Okay, 30-second silence, 30-second wank. I'll do both.
I'll
Best
do,
of
I'll
both
do the wank
worlds.
first and then the silence when I have
You
the.
can't,
No,
you
because
post-nut
that's
regret.
silent contemplation.
Yeah.
That you know.
you can't tell anyone that.
What did I just do?
Oh,
You've got
the
30
soldiers that died for this.
You not have thought of a worse scenario now than Amazon showing up.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, well, even that's
Would
brilliant.
you like me to talk to me about God? I would, but first.
I need to tell you something great.
You're
So-
okay, actually. I don't want to tell you
so-
about God anymore.
You have your tug, and then you're walking to work or wherever. You manage not to bump into anyone. But then crisis has happened somewhere on the street. The BBC are interviewing people. Excuse me, sir. Did you say anything about the man flashing people?
No,
in the
I've just been having a wank. Could you, right?
The Jehovah's Witness.
Here's a workaround. Could you learn a different language and tell people in a foreign language so they had no idea what you're saying?
No.
But no,
Oh,
because
come on.
No.
That counts. That's face to face. I'm telling you.
The loopholes and there's loopholes.
That's a good loop. That's a good loophole. I
It's
could just tell
wank
you in
holes.
Spanish and you'd be like, oh, I don't know what you said. You'd be like, I just said have a nice day.
Come here,
You don't have to do the hand move.
Well, you do. That's part of.
You can't add these rules now, man. I've broken
we've
your
all
system.
decided. We've all decided.
Yeah,
what we're going
exactly.
for. So there we go. That was a bit of.
Getting to know you.
And that's us getting sued for far too many
You've
uses
used it
of
way
that.
too many times now.
Yeah, I'll catch you next time. If you've got any suggestions,
this isn't the end of the show.
I'll catch you next time in my little corner of the podcast. But if you've got any suggestions for Sammy's story segment, do get in touch at killerrabbitpodcast@gmail.com. Just put Sam or Sammy's segment or Sammy's section or whatever in the head title.
Call it Smegman.
Smegman.
Smegman. There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
Sammy's Smegman.
I mean, I don't. But, you know. But yeah, get in
Sammy's
touch.
Smegman.
Tell us what you'd like me to do. Give us some questions. Give us some ideas, because I'm fucking running out. Onwards! So then we painted it green and called it Kanye West.
Good idea. Should I get on my story?
Yeah, go
Yes,
for it.
let's do it.
It's another great news story.
Has it got
If
a
you remember-
strong head title?
It's got a strong head title. However, this is great news specifically if you suffer from social anxiety. Which
Like
is a,
most of us.
like most of us, especially after lockdown, social anxiety is a huge thing. Scientists, though, have been tirelessly...
What have they been doing? Sorry.
I don't know what that word was.
endlessly
studying,
studying
tirelessly,
the-
Endlessly and
endless
tirelessly.
and tireless
Yeah, there we
together.
go,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
We're
yeah.
so in tune to his
We
bullshit
got it, we
now.
got
It's
it.
great.
Yeah, so
And
they've
tirelessly.
worked tirelessly. That's not a word. Scientists have done extensive studies on a cure to social anxiety, and they've found one. Not only have they found one, they've proven that it works
Oh
with
my
science.
god, this is it. Science
With
is
science.
winning, winning
science.
the
It
world.
sounds
Come on,
terrific.
science.
Science
So
won.
it's been proven that
Right.
to cure social anxiety, it helps to sniff other people's sweat.
Oh. Armpits up, everyone.
Yeah.
Sniffing other people's body odor may be
why?
able to treat social anxiety, according to new
Right.
research.
Is that because
Right,
you
wait,
realise that somebody's
wait,
worse off than you because
wait,
they
wait,
fucking stink,
wait.
and then you're like, I don't mind being here now.
I'm pretty bad with my social anxiety. I don't want to go out and smell people. There's people there.
That's what
I mean, it's
that's-
counter.
This
It's
is not.
count. It
This
is.
is not curing anything.
That's a reason to not go out.
I
Isn't it?
know.
There's going to be smelly people there.
No,
know,
there's
like,
going to be people and they're going to be smelly as well. There's two terrible things.
There's a treatment for phobias where you get exposed very harshly to the phobia, like spiders, and you get put in a room
Just
with
chuck
spiders.
someone in the middle of a crowd.
I think body odor can increase your social anxiety. It can make it
That
worse.
that would terrify me.
But armpit sweat was taken from volunteers who watched either happy or scary film clips, including Mr. Bean's Holiday, Sister Act, and The Grudge. The samples were then used
terrifying.
alongside
All three of
more
those movies.
traditional mindfulness therapy to treat social anxiety.
I don't understand this study.
Yeah, this doesn't.
Science doesn't need to be understood.
Yes, it does.
It just needs
That's
to be.
the whole
That's
point.
the whole
No, no,
basis of
no.
You
science.
don't
No, no.
believe in science on faith.
No,
That's the point.
Religion makes sense. Science has to be talked about. That's
So this guy was watching Mr. Bean, and then we shoved our stinky armpits in his face, and he
He
enjoyed
felt
the
better?
film.
I mean,
You feel bad?
I feel
Point
sorry.
proven.
I feel
We've been working 15 years on this, you know.
This is where we've come to.
one poor scientist has just finished their masters at Cambridge, and their first job was sweat extractor from human armpit.
All the scientists had real bad BO problems. And it's like,
Everything makes us feel
sniff me and you'll feel better. Come and have a go. Come and have a go.
I mean, some scientists are dubious.
Really?
And they think that there needs to be more work and data to confirm the link between.
I would agree with that. I don't think the examples that you've given us are that rock solid, really.
I mean,
Watching Mr.
I would
Bean
need
and
to see.
Sister
I'd
Act.
need to see the data, but yeah, it doesn't say. Grudge, Mr. Bean, Sister Act. Have a bit of smell. Do you feel better?
What they did, they'd actually probably did the test on one of the scientists who just wanted to get out of the test. And went, yep, feel fine.
Yeah, I feel fine. Let me go. Stop shoving your fucking armpits in my face, please.
Can you give us more details on the experiments? Is it
Yeah,
that
sure. I
the
can give you-
grudge makes you feel socially anxious?
So the grudge will give you a level of anxiety because of the tension.
The
I
building.
thought it
of
was
tension
social
and stuff.
anxiety, though.
But
not just,
social anxiety.
not just
Television
fear.
anxiety.
Yeah,
I'm scared of the TV.
So what they did is they got 48 women who suffered from social anxiety. Some of
48. We could have got 2 more.
no, you need an
you know
awkward
what?
number to make the percentages harder to work out. Come on, they're getting paid for
why
this.
didn't they get 50?
Yeah.
The study
That annoys the
involved
piss out of
48
me.
women who suffered from social anxiety, some of whom were exposed to
That,
clean air
that
and others
number
to
not
body
being
odor.
rounded up to 50 gives me anxiety.
Well,
I'm
this is
just
where
saying
this,
that.
this is where the
Right?
percentages come in
This
because
is really annoying.
Some were exposed to clean air.
yes,
So they were exposed to nothing.
no,
They
clean,
were just
clean air.
exposed.
They were just exposed. They were nude, and for some reason they were really anxious.
We put them in a room together and stripped them off. They really hated it. I don't know why.
And then some guy went around and started sniffing the rat.
These scientists come in and sniff.
Whereas
them.
it is in the other
You have
room.
to sniff each other's armpits. You'll feel better.
In the other room,
I do. I promise. Please let me out. I promise. I feel better.
Give me my
Okay.
clothes back, please. I just want to go out.
This is miraculous. It's 100% success rate. Every single one of them feels better and wants to leave the room immediately. We could not have foreseen this. This is up there with the discovery of
Penicillin.
penicillin.
Fucking hell.
You had so many options.
There's so many
I
things
was
you
going
could
to say
say.
the moon.
The discovery of the moon. Somebody looked outside at night.
Have you ever noticed that big fucking thing?
Look
up
at
there?
that thing.
What is that? What is that?
Wait,
Have you seen it before? Seriously, I've seen it a few nights in a row now. Have
You
seen
saw it before
I've
today.
never
I didn't
noticed
even
it.
realise it was there,
Never even
man.
know. It's pretty big, actually. Now you pointed
I
it
saw it
out.
the other week. Half of it was missing.
Someone must have put it back.
It keeps disappearing, though, you
It
know.
looks an awful lot like cheese. So this is what they did. Is they got 48.
There's another sketch. Discovery of the moon.
In the other room, they just put them all in there watching Mr. Bean, and they were like, I don't get it.
Fully clothed, watching Mr. Bean. I feel fine, seriously. Do you want to sniff these pits? No, I'm all right, thanks.
I think we might have found some problems with this.
I've gone
experiment.
dizzy. I've gone dizzy from laughing. Patients.
I can't believe
You know, we don't even really care about what actually happened, but we are.
We've worked out what actually.
We're a highbrow journalist team. So out of the 58 48 people.
58 now. What?
This is the best thing.
They got another 10
I've
people.
got some percentages to read out.
some actual stats. Real science.
statistics.
Real
Here we go.
science.
Well, no, I've read
Real
it.
science
It's-
news.
Everybody, quiet down. Listen to the real science. Go. There you go, folks. You heard it here first.
Did you just joke?
Patients who completed a mindfulness session while exposed to body odours saw a 39% reduction in social anxiety.
You can't even get it out. That's how bad it is.
How do you measure in the percentage how much your social anxiety is reduced by?
on this scale of 10,
Yeah.
from smiley face to sad face, where would you
they
mark
put
yourself
the
right
put
now?
the just above smiley face. I reckon that's 39%. Get out the pits.
I've got 7 social anxieties right now.
8 is right now.
Yeah, mate, I've got 15. What are you on about?
Jesus Christ, you need to smell my pits, my friend.
I'm a sniff of it. Oh, I'm at a 7 now.
The researchers believe.
Glad to have helped.
Do you think certain people have certain people's scent reduce it by a higher number? Like one person could be like reduce you by a 10, whereas another's just a 2.
Somebody that's been in the gym for 2 hours just makes you feel completely at ease with
Have
the
a
world.
sniff and you just pass out.
It's like being on heroin or
Oh,
something.
my God.
That'll be the next
Yeah,
thing.
mate, you want to smell these pits? Fucking tenor of smell. Fucking knock you right out, mate.
Come
You
on,
got
we get
your
sweaty
fucking
pits.
mood.
So it does go on to say the researchers believe there is a link to the treatment and body odor. I mean, if you were the one doing the research, you would want to sound pretty confident on
This
that.
is the thing, isn't
Whose
it?
that hypothesis was this and why?
With a lot of scientists and their work, can you imagine if you put like 10 years into this
Yeah, you'd be
study and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, no, it doesn't.
We just got a lot of sweaty people.
I've been smelling.
Everybody get in the shower.
Pitch for 15 years.
Get in the shower. It's starting to smell like vinegar.
On the plus side, John had a really good afternoon watching Mr. Bean, so it wasn't all gone to waste,
No,
you know,
but
the
the
last 10 years.
There's not left John in the room for 10 years. Like, let me out.
Please get these
Like, he's been
away.
clawing at the wall.
Must kill Rowan Atkinson.
Bean. So that is my story for this week. Great news. Not for people with social anxiety. We've not found the cure yet, I don't think.
Well, you have. You started
You
that whole
said it was a
thing.
cure.
But as
This
I've-
is false
as I- as
advertising.
I've-
I'm suing
It's
you.
not
I'm
false
suing you,
advertisement.
bro.
Yeah, too well. Let's do
It's poor
joint
journalism.
Fucking boneless wings over here.
fucking boneless wings.
No, I'm the big and hefty bag or whatever it's called.
The big and hefty bag.
What was the
Chicken-
bag called?
what?
Oh, you can't take us back several episodes. I can't remember what
Too
happened
far.
5 minutes
That too
ago.
far. Too far.
Okay, fine.
Too far.
I'm not
Too
I'm not
far.
getting into this argument. We referenced episode 1 and 2
We could
today.
draw you in there.
But
We could
episode
draw
3,
you
which
in.
is closer to this
Right
episode. So you can only talk about episode
I'm not
3.
getting involved in this, but
That's a proper
I'm going to
schmeedy-
rant for 5 minutes about you lot.
That's
Not
a-
letting me say what I want to say all the time. When you fucking say it's all right, but when I say it's not all right, it's not fair.
You cannot
non-rant over.
you cannot talk about episode 3 unless you proceed to talk about episode 4. It's not bad news, it's not good news, it's indifferent
It's not news.
It's-
It's just nothing.
There was a study, and they
this was-
found a vague connection.
This was a reputable news person.
This was somebody trying
This
to
was
get a
Sky
story.
News that did this.
Yep, they are so reputable. Sky News. Fuck
I used the
yeah,
Sun
now.
last week. I used the Sky News
Where
this
do you
week.
get your stories from?
Where do you get your stories?
Where the fuck do you
I've
get
just-
your
I've
stories?
just told you.
Do you
I used-
find them down the back of the fucking sofa?
No, I find them in the interesting science part. So if you've got social anxiety, look at armpit. Let us know how you feel.
And that brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of Killer Rabbit Podcast. Thank you ever so much for listening. We appreciate it massively.
Massively.
If you would like to get in touch
In
with
touch
us,
with
give us to give us stories or
Stories.
give us suggestions or
Suggestions.
ideas for content,
Erections.
or just ask us a question, then you can do so on the Schmedia.
Deep dark alleys.
Find us at Killer Rabbit
Deep dark
Pod
thing.
on all the Schmedias, or you can email us at killerrabbitpodcast@gmail.com. And what we'd really love of you,
Really?
if you wouldn't mind, we're doing this out of the goodness of our hearts. Please, ma'am.
Are you
please,
schmoozing
sir,
the
please, sir.
listeners?
A little bit, yeah. Please go and give us a review, particularly if you're on Apple, because that's where 67% of people listen to this. please go and give us a 5-star review. If you don't want to give us a 5-star, if you only think we're worth 4, we don't want it. We don't care. We don't want 4, 3,
Keep your
2,
reviews.
1 star. Keep them to your fat selves.
Well, we've just got a lot of 1-star reviews off the...
But please go and give us a 5-star review. Tell everybody why you love us, because it really, genuinely does help. All the algorithms and all that nonsense, it really helps out. So please do it. We would love you forever.
And ever.
Ever and ever.
And ever.
And ever,
And
ever.
And ever.
And ever.
Or we'll take you to the deep, dark streets of the
Stop
internet.
saying these
Sorry,
Yeah, we've gone back. We've gone full circle.
The implication, man.
we've gone full street circle.
We have.
Cul-de-sac, some would call it.
We're gonna get out of here now. Thanks again for listening. We love you. I've been Sam.
I've been Benson.
I've been Adam.
Bye for now.
Bye.